Hello everyone. It's been a while since I updated you on my braces. Obviously I still have them on, so it's been longer than 20 months like I originally planned, which I expected. And I've had a couple setbacks and have to make some decisions. I also wanted to go over some of the products that have worked well for me in the past 20 months as far as what you really need, or I found I really have valued, and other things you really don't need. So let me just give you an update on what's going on with my braces. Things that were moving along very nicely. Everything was moving along nicely, and then we started using rubber bands to pull my crossbite the rest of the way over. So I have an overbite that has now been made more intentional so that the bottom braces could fit. And then they're trying to correct my crossbite by using a rubber band from here, and they were connecting it to my back molar, which had a crown on it, which still has a crown on it, which they had a wire or a metal band around. And if you look, there's the metal band. As you can see, I'm not wearing rubber bands anymore for two reasons. Primarily because this tooth right here started to move, and when he took an x-ray of it this last time, it was moving the whole tooth and the whole root, and not exactly what we wanted to happen. So there is no longer an option to move my crossbite that way. So he gave me two choices. We could finish up what work had been done, pull in the overbite, straighten everything else up, and leave it as is, or I could commit, and that would probably be another 3 to 6 months commitment, or it would be another year, and I could have a tooth removed and fix the crossbite that way. I asked him which he would prefer if it were his mouth, and he said that he would have the tooth removed, which kind of freaked me out. And I've already explained what I went through before, and the stress just to get my teeth healthy enough to get braces. So I'm a little freaked out about this. I still haven't 100% committed to it, but I'm 99% committed to it. He's already taken the bracket off the tooth he wants to pull, and then he'll move it over. This is the tooth right there, and I already have an appointment May 5th to get it taken out. Yikes. And I still want to talk to my orthodontist one more time about it before I actually do it. And the reason they're doing that is to move my teeth over. Let me show you what they're trying to do. If you look at my mouth and I hold them out, see? The middle line of my two front teeth match up with my bottom line when I pull it together like that. But when I just bite down, you're going to still see I have an overbite, and you're going to see how far the midline from the bottom and the top don't match. There and there. So it's got quite a bit of movement still to make. He said by removing that tooth, it'll be, he can correct it that way. Which, again, I want to talk to him one more time about it, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that. I've figure 6 months, 12 months. At this point, I'm committed. If I want my teeth to look the best they can, then it's going to be another year, apparently, or a minimum of 6 months, so I might as well do the full year. So it'll be more 2.5 years than the 20 months that we had originally planned, maybe a little longer. So that's basically what's going on. Now, the second thing that happened is I developed a latex allergy. Go figure. So I was wearing rubber bands, and I was waiting for my orthodontic visit, and my mouth started swelling up on this side, and my tongue got a sore and it swelled up, and my lip got cracked here, and my bottom lip just swelled up. But me being stubborn and wanting to get these braces done with, just left the rubber band in, not realizing what was going on. So they kind of guessed that it was probably a latex allergy, so they gave me the latex-free rubber bands, which are clear, and they're nowhere near as strong. They break a lot. And come to find out, healed it right up. And we weren't 100% sure, but pretty much guessed that's what it was. And then I accidentally put the wrong rubber band in it one night. And I woke up in the morning, and my whole lip in here had a sore on it. My bottom lip was all swollen up. It was cracked. My tongue was swollen. It's like, yep, I have a latex allergy, so I wouldn't do that one again. Unfortunately, the rubber bands, like we just discussed, don't work. So my option now is to either just get them straightened out, pull the overbite back, and leave it as is, or pull the tooth, so you'll know for sure next time I update you. But I'm pretty sure that I am probably going to go with getting the tooth pulled if I get the nerve to do it. I'm not very good at that stuff. So the other part I wanted to go over was a couple of products that I absolutely can't live without, and some that I thought were great, but they had a lot of hype and nothing to do with it. So if you're thinking about getting different products for yourself, one of the most essential things you want is either dental wax or dental silicone. Now there's a difference between the two. I'm a coffee and tea drinker, and dental wax, when you put it on, it melts, it flakes, and a lot of people use it. And the only time I really would say I would use it was back when I needed to use it on the band on my crown, because the dental silicone sticks around and it holds on to the bracket, and the dental wax holds better just to the material itself. So you can get the dental silicone in little packages the same as you can get the dental wax, and you can get them at DentaKit. They were really expensive. They were $7 for a little package of them, and they've gotten to pretty cheap, $1 a pack, and you can buy them on dentakit.com, 10 for $10, and they look just like the wax does, lined up in little strips. However, it holds differently, and it's reusable. But me personally, I don't reuse it. Once it's in my mouth, I take it out, I'm throwing it away. So, but what I got from another video that I watched, who was a younger, older adult. She was in her 30s or maybe her late 20s, so I would say that's still young. Anyway, she had said that she had used these. They come in this package like this, and I don't know if you can see this. This is just the box, and they're they're silicone earplugs for swimming, and they're made of the same product. Both are non-toxic, and if you accidentally swallow them, they go through your digestive tract. Both of them say it's not harmful, so I just have to trust what the package says. Some might disagree with me, but both packages say that they're not harmful, other than choking, if you swallow it. I've never had a problem with it. They're both the same product. One just comes a lot more. So let me see. This is what it comes in. It comes in a little case like that, in that box, and it looks like this. And you just open it up, and you don't need much. See, there it is. And you get a whole lot more product. I think this is like $5. You take just a little piece. You don't need a lot, like this. And you can put it, and I'll just put one on here. Usually the areas that have the little things that stick out are the area that hurts your lips the most. And you just stick it on. Like the wax, and it goes on. And it stays there until you take it out. I really like it. It's great for drinking coffee and tea. It stays there until I take it off. This one, let me get it off of there. Okay, so, and it doesn't take much, and honestly, overall, it's cheaper. I like the way this works, but you can spend, it's a lot, the dental silicone that you get, I'm sure you can get it elsewhere. I just found it on the DentaKit site, which has some good products on it. You can get those 10 for $10 plus shipping, but this is just cheaper. I can get it very quickly. I get it at the local Walgreens. You can get another one at Walmart or other places like that, but if I use theirs, they're $1 cheaper. They come in a package like this, and I only use that at night. And I really don't use them very much anymore. I'm sure as time moves on, I may use it, but there's times when your mouth will really, your lips will kind of get torn up, or the inside of your mouth will, and the wax really, really helps. Especially when I was having that latex allergy, I had lots of wax every night, or dental silicone, I should say. So it's your choice, but I would highly recommend the dental silicone over the dental wax, especially if you drink hot drinks or coffee or tea drinker. They do tout that it is reusable. I personally would not reuse it. So the next thing I would absolutely get is a water pick. So here's the box. And that's your water pick, and that's what it looks like. I could show you the whole thing, but I'm not going to. I think I got that one for $40, maybe $45. It's the deluxe one. I use it once a day, and it comes with a bunch of different tips, or at least mine did. So, there's your tips. Let me go over which ones I like. So it comes with different ones. This is my favorite one. It's kind of worn out by now. I need to get a new one. I go through one about every 4 or 5 months. And it has the water shoot out, and it has these bristles, and it does a really good job kind of flossing at the same time cleaning around the brackets in your teeth. Now they recommend this one for your actual teeth. They say it's 3 times better than flossing, but for braces, but I don't like this one. Don't find that it's any better, and I find that the other one works really good. This one is the one that I like the best, and does the best in cleaning around and getting in between the teeth and helping keeping my braces clean. I also like this tip. Sometimes you don't use it on full blast, but this tip really gets in and does a deep cleaning around your crowns and around, well, I have a crown, so it is, for me, I like this one, but my absolute favorite is this one. I would not use, this one's okay. It comes with the basic kit, but I'd spend the extra little bit of money to get the extra one. This one I find absolutely useless because it just, it does good scrubbing around your brackets, but this one, again, is my favorite, and this is the one I would recommend. Now, the next thing I did was I wanted to figure out floss, so I had a threader, and there's other ones, and there's 2 brands that come out. I like the Oral-B. It doesn't use a threader. It has got kind of a waxed end. There's one called Glide out there also, and this is really great. Comes in a little strip. You pull it out. Yeah, now I'm not going to be able to. So this is what it pulls out. As you can see, let's see if I can do this. Where is it? Yeah. There it is. It's got a wax tip, and then here it gets thin, and then it's thicker in the middle, and then it thins down here like a regular piece of dental floss. It's really good because you don't have to thread and then thread. It just sticks right in your teeth like this. Yeah, well, I'm trying to do it. Anyway, it sticks right through. You pull it through, clean your teeth, and no matter what, it's going to take longer to floss your teeth than you ever have. I probably don't floss as much as I should because I use the dental flosser water pick, but definitely this is great because of the thicker end. Like I have a large gap here, and it helps clean around and does a really good job cleaning back behind my teeth, and is easy to use. And much easier than threading that little needle with the dental floss. It's definitely worth the cost. You get like 50 pieces for about $5, and I definitely say it's worth it versus using regular dental floss and the threader that you usually get from the orthodontist. So that is one of the things I would absolutely use. Another thing that I thought was kind of a neat thing, I thought I was going to make it easier to clear back when I first started. The only reason I've kept it is to show it to you. They were called orthogamis. They kind of look like little nunchucks. I guess they're great for kids. They're meant for braces, and they're worthless. They're kind of cool. They're fun, but I guess if you wanted, they kind of pop off, and they're worthless. If you know, they've got some for little kids. If you want to help a little kid do it, I guess. But for braces, they're not worth it. They're not good. They also have another one that I thought I kept one, but I don't. That's like the little disposable flossers, except that they're supposed to work with braces. The only way they work with braces is if you've got perfectly spaced braces, well, brackets. And if you're like my teeth, they're not perfectly straight, or I wouldn't have needed to get braces. So you couldn't get them in between, and to me it was a waste of money. Again, I would highly recommend using the Oral-B. It's very convenient, very nice to use, and very quick to use. You don't have to deal with the threader. So that I would definitely recommend. So definitely get a water pick water flosser, and I would recommend that one tip. Dental silicone, absolutely, I could not live without. And then how you carry it in different things, and how what you want to carry with your portable one. You can go to the dentakit.com, and they have a whole lot of stuff. Now, normally I carry this in a little. What I ended up doing is I don't have a large purse. I don't like carrying a lot of stuff in my purse. So the DentaKit has a really nice little traveling kit, but it's just too big. And I went and got the little plastic bag I normally carry, and it's broken, so I have it in a Ziploc bag right now. That's just the practical adult in me, I guess. But I'm going to go get another one. You know, those little plastic zipper bags. They're really like a slider Ziploc type thick bag. That's about the size that you can get at Walmart or different places for a couple dollars. I get that, and then I carry a couple of things. So right now this is what it's in, but I definitely would carry this in a thinner bag, not this big. So let me show you what is essential and I carry with me all the time. Just open it. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go. Sorry. So I'm practical. Carry my toothbrush with a dot. I have my toothbrush, and this is absolutely a must-have. You can get different ones. DentaKit has a smaller one that's a little nicer. This one cost me $1, $2 at Dollar Tree or wherever you get them. You can get them online. Doesn't matter. It's a pill holder and a drink holder. It's kind of cool. Right here at the top has a little spot for pills, but I use that as one of the places I hold. Didn't know how hard this was with one hand. That I hold my dental silicone. See? It's got a little there. And I used to keep my rubber bands in it. And the top comes off. Okay. And let's see if I can do this with one hand. And voila. There's your little cup. That, and then I just use it, dry it out with a paper towel, slaps it back down, and it's really nice to carry it all together. It all comes there. You can have your rubber band, your silicone, everything in it. Now, absolutely need a mirror, and again, DentaKit comes with a mirror, but I couldn't find a compact with it anywhere. So what I ended up doing is I took a old makeup compact I had where I'd use all the makeup out of it, and this is what I did with it. You absolutely need a mirror. You know, you want to make sure you don't have spinach hanging out of your mouth until you can get to the bathroom and brush your teeth. So inside, this is, oh, it's still got rubber bands in it. This is what it looks like right here. So as you can see, it's got some dental silicone. It's still got rubber bands, and it even has some dental wax. And I carry that with me. It's got the mirror, and just keep it shut. And it's very small. If you're a guy, maybe your girlfriend, wife has one that she's not using anymore, is going to throw away. Clean it out really good, and if you don't want the makeup name on it, color over it, do something. But anyway, that's practical. It's small, or you can pay the extra money for a fancy one. I'm not into fancy. I'm into practical. Now, the other two things I definitely cannot go without is you can use a couple of things. One is they call it a Easy Brush Dentec. There's a couple different brands of it, and it's really good for getting around inside braces and teeth stuff that gets really stuck in your teeth, and it's good for cleaning. And there's the tip of it. It's got a little brush on it, and you can carry it. I personally, they're kind of expensive, and I like disposable. Once I use it once, I really don't want to use them again unless it's a toothbrush, and then I change my toothbrush out all the time too. So I found these, and I think I found it at the Dollar Tree. You can get them online. They're 2 packages for $1, and they're like little brush picks, kind of like plastic toothpicks. And the way they work is they have a little brush tip on the end of it, like that. And they are great. And they come with a sharp tip on the other end, and work just as good as the fancy ones. For a lot less money, you get a lot more, and they work really good. Again, you can go with those DenTek ones, Easy Brush. They are disposable. You can use them more than once. Again, I'd rather not. So I really like these. They're called the Doctor's Brush Picks, and you get like 100 of them for $2 or $1. They're cheap. So I would definitely have those. I carry these with me all the time. They're really great for getting that stuff that gets stuck in your teeth. And honestly, besides my toothbrush, that is what I carry with me all of the time. I keep in my purse and it works really, really well. So small amount, you don't need a lot of fancy stuff. I personally, with the less the best, and I don't like to reuse things for my mouth other than a toothbrush, which I can clean really well. Now, talking about toothbrushes, I really like the Dental Spin Brush toothbrush, and I thought that's what I was going to use. So I thought, okay, I can use this. I find that you have to change the tips out quite a bit, and you go through batteries like crazy. So after a while, I went and I found a small Oral-B, rechargeable. It's very small, works really great. I don't have to buy batteries all the time. The charge lasts several times when I go on a trip or stay overnight. I just take it and put a travel cover on it, and the charge lasts to brush. I can brush my teeth 4 or 5 times without having to recharge it. What was kind of weird about it that I like is, well, I didn't like it, but now I do. At first I thought it was breaking, is it tells you, and every 30 seconds it gives a pulse to let you know that you've done 30 seconds here, and then it'll tell you again when you've done 30 seconds for each quadrant. And so I spend about 2 minutes brushing my teeth, and it just times it. You can like it, you can not, but it's kind of a neat little feature it has. One of the things I did not like about the Oral-B, and one of the reasons I stayed with a spin brush so long, is because I did not like any of the tips that came with the electric toothbrushes. I didn't like the Sonic one. I didn't care for the Oral-B ones. I didn't feel they cleaned my teeth as well as what the brush on the spin brush had, because the spin brush had a rotating one and then a back and forth one. So what came with my Oral-B ones was 2 tips. I tried 2 different ones. One was this. I didn't like it. It doesn't rotate, it doesn't move, you just brush with it. I didn't care for that. Anyway, and then this one here, the very top swishes back and forth and moves, but again, I didn't feel like it cleaned my teeth very well. Obviously, it comes from Oral-B. Came with my set. The Oral-B toothbrush was, geez, it was 25 bucks, and I didn't have to use batteries. So the spin brush seems like a practical type of electric toothbrush, but in the long run, the batteries are more expensive. So I found at Kroger's, and I don't have any more with me at the moment. I'm not going to show you my toothbrush, but they're called Easy Flex, and the only place I can find them is Kroger's, and they have the top, or they have the top of the brush, and it rotates both up and down and round. I don't know if you can see that, and it's exactly what I really like. It really does a great job cleaning both around, and it rotates and up and down. It rotates and moves up and down at the same time. See if I can get that out right. And it's the only place I've found them is at Kroger's. Kroger's goes by many different names. If it's Smith's, a couple of different names, Safeways. Depends on what part of the country you're in. But this is the only place I've found them, and it was like $8 for three. And I change them about every 2 months, sometimes a little bit more. Braces tear up your toothbrushes really fast. So that is basically what I use. I don't use a lot of fancy stuff. I'm kind of practical. I've tried a lot of different things, and that is basically the things that I cannot live without. The dental silicone, the Waterpik water flosser with that special tip, and a good little travel kit. You don't need anything fancy. If you want something really nice and you have a bigger purse, DentaKit has a really nice little kit out there that has the mirror and the little cup and other things, but it does take a lot more room in a purse. I guess if you carried a briefcase, it would work for that. I'm all about using my briefcase is full of my laptop and other things for work and doesn't have room for another larger item, and my purse definitely doesn't have room for it. And so that's why I've chosen to carry the little plastic bag. Again, I don't normally carry it in a Ziploc, but I carry normally that with a toothbrush, and that's all I carry with me. And it works really well. So those are my tips on what to use. I hope this was helpful in what to use and what not to. I'm a little disappointed that I don't get my braces off for another year, 6 months to a year. Pretty sure I'm going to have the tooth pulled, and I'll probably have to go under conscious sedation again because I don't do well with that type of stuff. I've already committed this long with the braces. The only other thing I can say, and my orthodontist kind of feels different than I do, he used 2 different types. He used the 3M on top, 3 with the clear, and he used the Innovation R's on the bottom. I don't care for the Innovation R's, although he seems to like them better. I had some slipping and stuff, but they really don't hurt. And where I have some friends who have now gotten braces who are older, and when they adjust them for a few days after, they hurt. So I really like the comfort of these braces. Don't know if they work, they touted that they work faster. I can't say they work faster. But I can say that they are definitely more comfortable, and based on feedback from my kids and the braces that they had, the old traditional with ligatures on the brackets, I would definitely go with these. I do have a couple of ligatures on them. I'm not into all the colors. They always ask me if I want all these colors because I have a chain across the top here. And I'm like, no, I'm a little old for that. I just want clear or gray that matches the brackets. I don't particularly go in for all the colors. I guess if I was younger, maybe I would like that. But my job, it's pretty conservative, so I don't think that would work for my job. Well, I hope that you found this educational, interesting, helpful, and I will see you next time, and we'll see whether I have my tooth pulled or whether I decided to just stay with what I've got. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.